Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with the 6 symphonies of Poul, the wonderful Danish composer who I have upside down. Let's try that again. He definitely looks better right side up. He's really a first-class composer. He was born in 1949. He subscribes to no particular style or school of thought. He's a very serious and passionate guy. You can tell from this, from these symphonies. None of them are ridiculously long, but he writes music that is intense and sometimes tonal, sometimes atonal. He can write music of extreme violence and really, really powerful energy, juxtaposed by moments of almost stasis. Simple ideas, very movingly used. It's a fascinating world to explore. It really is. And we have all 6 of his symphonies here, splendidly performed. Some of them were taken from the Da Capo recordings of Rutter's symphonies, but they're here all gathered together in a 3-disc, set. There we go. So let's just talk about them a little bit one at a time so you have a sense of what to expect. Bridge Records has been passionately supportive of Rutter's music. And so if you enjoy these, there's lots more to explore. I mean, the Concerto in Pieces, and he actually wrote some Paganini variations. I was privileged to be able to see his opera, The Handmaid's Tale, in Copenhagen. And wow, what a powerful piece that is. And, it says something about his ability. There are a lot of operas today about, in contemporary novels and books, right? We got the horrible Brokeback Mountain opera and, all kinds of other things. But this was a really good adaptation. He knows what he's doing. And you can tell from these. So the first symphony is from 1989, and it's subtitled. It has 4 movements. Himmelhoch jauchzend zum Tode betrübt. It's one of those Goethe things. It means, heaven's celebrating and from, death drawn down. So it starts with celebration and ends in darkness, sort of, kind of. But, there are some amazing things in here. The opening, like I said, is one of Rutter's violent pieces. The second movement, it's based on just a single couple of 2 chords that are sustained in different ways. It's fascinating what he does with this. And it doesn't sound eclectic, and it doesn't sound like none of it belongs. There's a genuine, overall emotional arc to the music, and with pattern of tension and release that makes perfect sense. It's great. Anyway, so that's the first symphony, and it's the biggest. It's 36 minutes long. Symphony number 2 is a big movement, one sort of big movement, and it's called Symphony and Transformation. The first symphony is with the Danish National Symphony Orchestra under Leif Segerstam. The second is the Danish National Symphony Orchestra under Michael Schoenwandt. And this is exactly what it says it is. It's a symphony with transformations of simple ideas that have amazing things happening to them, let's put it that way. Symphony number 3 is subtitled Dreamcatcher. It's from 2009, and it has 2 movements. And Dreamcatcher is, one of those, Native American gizmos that's designed to funnel good dreams to the sleeper. It's got a feather and like a web thing around a circle, and and the symphony evokes that. It has, because it involves dream states. There are, some really phantasmagoric passages, and the 2 movements are quite different in shape and size, but somehow balance. I don't know how, but they do. And we have here the Odense Symphony Orchestra under Scott Yu. Symphony number 4 is an organ symphony from 2008-2009, created in direct homage to Saint-Saëns' organ symphony. It does not sound like Saint-Saëns' organ symphony. Of course it doesn't. What were you expecting? But it integrates the organ into the orchestra in all kinds of fascinating ways. I mean, I love these modern pieces for organ and orchestra, when the composer really has an aural or timbral imagination, and Ruders has that in spades. He really does. It's a fascinating work that's really enjoyable. And if you like Saint-Saëns Organ Symphony, even though this couldn't sound more different, I think you won't have any problem with this piece. And I think you'll find lots and lots of enjoyable music in it. I really do. Symphony number 5 and 6 have no subtitles. Number 5 is in 3 movements, 2 fast ones, and a central slowish one. It kind of reminds us a bit of Sibelius's 5th, which has a couple fast ones and a central slowish one. It doesn't really sound like Sibelius. Maybe the middle movement, a tiny bit, perhaps. I don't know. But it's just exciting. It's exciting. It's powerful. It's direct. Take no prisoners. Serious symphonic music, and when it's over, you just feel good. You feel like you've experienced something meaningful. And the 6th is for smaller forces. I think it's a chamber orchestra. Basically, it's the Odense Symphony again, under Christopher Lichtenstein. Oh, let me go back and just say that I missed a few, didn't I? The 4th is Odense with Flemming Dreisig organ and Roberto Minchuk conductor. Number 5 is the Danish National Symphony Orchestra under Olari Eltz. And the 6th is Odense under, like I said, Christopher Lichtenstein. Does that catch me up? Yeah, I think I've got everybody covered now, because you have 6 different conductors and several different orchestras. So this was a set that was pulled together from various sources. And the 6th, like I said, is a single movement work for smaller ensemble, very cogently argued. And again, his music is just has a feeling of purposefulness, an intention behind it, and a directness of emotional expression that's really extremely powerful. So the bottom line is, it was very brave and adventurous of Bridge to pull all these together from various sources. Some of the recordings were originally on Bridge, as I said, others were on Da Capo, but now we have them all. And we know and can hear that this is a really remarkable symphonic cycle by an incredibly rewarding composer. In all of the performances, the sonics are excellent. The performances sound very good. Ruders could tell us, of course. I mean, I'm not going to second guess him, but it sounds like they all really know what they're doing and apply themselves with the necessary passion and intensity. I mean, there has to be in performances of Ruders music of any kind an intensity, a feeling of, we're here for serious business and we're going to really focus. And if you focus, you're going to find this absolutely stunning. I guarantee it. So keep on listening, friends. Thanks so much for joining me. Take care.